Nature isn't always peaceful. In fact, it's downright savage. In the wild, rivalries aren't just about food or survival. Sometimes it's just personal. From ancient rivalries to daily face-offs in the wild, some animals are born to clash, predators and prey locked in a never-ending struggle. These are the top 3 rivalries that push these creatures to their limits. A cobra, 6 feet of muscle, venom glands loaded, hood ready to flare. But it's not alone. From the shadows, a mongoose watches, small, lean, unshakable. This isn't a random encounter. This is a generational duel. Mongoose versus cobra is like the Tom and Jerry of the animal world. If Jerry had venom that could drop a buffalo. But why do they fight? It's simple: territory, food, and pure instinct. Mongooses actively hunt snakes, including cobras, king cobras, and even black mambas. For the mongoose, a cobra isn't just a danger, it's dinner. And for the cobra, well, it doesn't like being on the menu. This rivalry has been playing out for thousands of years. Predator versus predator, each evolved to deal with the other's best weapons. Cobras are neurotoxic heavyweights. Many species' venom shut down the nervous system by binding to nicotinic acetylcholine receptors, causing paralysis and often death. But mongooses, they've hacked the system. At the molecular level, mongooses have mutations in their nicotinic acetylcholine receptors that reduce the ability of some cobra neurotoxins to bind. In short, they're partially resistant, not completely immune. That molecular tweak gives them a huge advantage in snake fights. Evolution basically handed mongooses a shield and said, "Good luck." But resistance alone isn't enough to win. A single solid bite from a cobra can still be fatal. They dodge cobra strikes in fractions of a second. Insane agility while dodging cobra strikes, like they're in the Matrix. Their thick, bristly fur also makes it harder for fangs to fully penetrate. They'll provoke the cobra, forcing it to strike again and again, each time dodging at the last split second. The cobra spends huge amounts of energy striking and missing. Once the snake shows even the slightest drop in speed, bam! The mongoose lunges forward in a flash. It grabs the cobra just behind the head, where the fangs can't reach, and crushes its spine with a single bite. The success rate of mongooses versus cobras is estimated at over 80%. This isn't just predator versus prey, it's speed, reflexes, and biological upgrades versus one of the deadliest venoms in the animal kingdom. And somehow, more often than not, the fuzzy little underdog walks away victorious. The African savanna. In the shade, a lion lounges, the picture of royalty. Muscular, majestic, born to rule. And then, the cackling begins. The hyenas. Scheming, scrappy, street-smart rebels with a serious bite. If lions are the aristocrats of the savannah, hyenas are the underdog, and neither side ever backs down. This isn't just about food, it's about territory, power, and petty revenge that can last generations. Lions and hyenas have overlapping ranges, hunt the same prey, and scavenge from the same carcasses. Lions steal from hyenas. Hyenas gang up and steal from lions. In some regions, this rivalry turns into a daily turf war. Long-term field studies and documentaries track them for over 6 years, have documented hundreds of clashes over many years. Lions are the largest big cats in Africa, and they rely on muscle, ambush tactics, and coordinated teamwork. Adult males can weigh up to 225 kilograms. They can sprint up to 40 miles per hour, but only for short bursts before overheating. Can take down prey the size of a buffalo. Their prides are led by females for hunting, males for territory defense. And the hyenas are the ultimate opportunists. But they're not just scavengers. In some regions, studies show spotted hyenas hunt up to 95% of their meals rather than stealing them. Spotted hyenas have a bite force of over 1,000 psi, strong enough to crush bones. They are built for endurance, able to run for miles without tiring. They live in matriarchal clans from a few dozen up to well over 80 members, led by dominant females, larger and tougher than the males. In a straight one-on-one, a hyena is no match for a lion. A single swipe from a lion's paw can end the fight instantly. But hyenas don't fight fair, and they don't fight alone. Hyenas are far more likely to attack if they outnumber lions by 3 to 1 or more. They use constant harassment tactics, circling, darting in, retreating before a counterattack. Lions gain the advantage when hunting or defending in pairs or with the pride, especially with lionesses, the pride's most efficient fighters. In a 10-year Serengeti study, over 800 direct confrontations were recorded. In lion-dominated areas, hyenas scavenge and keep their distance. In hyena-heavy regions, lions are more cautious, sometimes abandoning fresh kills rather than risk a fight. Hyenas tend to steal more food over time, but lions inflict heavier casualties in direct battles. It's a slow, bitter stalemate, a never-ending power struggle. If chaos were an animal, it would be the honey badger, the heavyweight champion of having no chill, small, fearless, and absolutely done with everyone's nonsense. This 25-pound package of pure rage has fought, and often beaten, lions, leopards, hyenas, cobras, pythons, and even entire beehives full of angry bees. Most of the time, it walks away just fine. The honey badger comes equipped with armor, claws, brains, and an attitude problem. It has rubbery, loose skin, over 6 millimeters thick. If something grabs them, they can literally twist around inside their own skin and bite back. Their pain tolerance is off the charts. They get bitten by puff adders, black out, wake up, and keep eating the snake that bit them. They're not immune to venom, but their blood contains compounds, likely special proteins, that help neutralize toxins, making it more of a slight inconvenience than a death sentence. It's equipped with 4-centimeter curved claws that dig through hard-packed earth, rip into beehives, or open up a snake. Its jaw strength is enough to crush bones and tear through anything edible. And if all these are not enough, they can release a foul stench from a gland, like a skunk, strong enough to make predators gag and retreat. If there was an animal that embodied the phrase, "Try me," this is it. Honey badgers don't just defend themselves, they start fights, sometimes unprovoked, sometimes just because they can. Documented battles include biting lions' faces and sometimes their delicate parts, chasing leopards away from kills, taking on hyenas and escaping, killing venomous snakes like cobras, puff adders, and pythons, dragging adult monitor lizards out of burrows, raiding beehives while getting stung hundreds of times, munching scorpions at will, taking on elephants. Okay, it doesn't fight elephants, but probably would if it had a reason. Bottom line, the honey badger doesn't just have rivalries, it has a mission to let the entire animal kingdom know, I am not to be messed with, ever. So, what did we learn today? Speed beats venom, numbers beat strength, and honey badger confidence beats everything. Which rivalry blew your mind? Tell us in the comments, or start a wild debate. And if you think this was intense, wait until you see our video of the top 10 largest snakes. It's right on the screen, and it's insane. And if this video made you laugh or gasp, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, and join the wildest community on YouTube.